KSMO Salem.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather forecast. Will continue to be sunny today with a high temperature reaching near 77 degrees. Southerly winds will be around 6 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies are forecasted for tonight with the low temperature around 49 degrees with a light southerly wind. Then tomorrow will be sunny with a high temperature near 84. Winds will be out of the west at 3 to 8 miles per hour. Skies will be mostly clear tomorrow night with a low around 52 with a light westerly wind. Then our weekend's going to start out on Saturday with sunny skies and a high temperature near 85 degrees. Winds will be out of the northwest at 3 to 6 miles per hour. We expect clear skies Saturday night, low around 57. Then Sunday should be sunny again with a high temperature near 88 degrees. Sunday night will be partly cloudy with low around 40 degrees. Then that new work week starts out on Monday with mostly sunny skies and a high temperature near 59 degrees. A bit of a cool down there. Then Monday night will be partly cloudy with a low temperature around 35. Then Tuesday should be partly sunny with a high temperature near 63 degrees. Mostly cloudy skies are forecasted for Tuesday night, low around 40 degrees, and Wednesday should be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 74 degrees. Noon hour weather forecast was brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brown Fuel Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Just when many of us were starting to think winter had finally loosened its grip, Mother Nature came whipping back on the Ides of March to remind us who's really in charge. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Across parts of the plains and Midwest, powerful winds, dangerous fire conditions, and that rapidly changing weather created challenges for farmers, ranchers, and rural communities. In Nebraska, wildfires fueled by dry conditions and strong winds have quickly spread across the countryside, threatening homes, livestock, and livelihoods. It's a stark reminder that agriculture doesn't just operate with the weather, it lives at its mercy. For those who work the land, weather isn't just small talk. It determines planting windows, soil conditions, livestock care, and ultimately the success or failure of a growing season. Sometimes, like we've seen this week, it shows its power in ways that demand attention and respect. It's a dramatic way to kick off National Agriculture Week, a time when we celebrate the farmers and ranchers who navigate these challenges every single day, every single year. They adapt, they rebuild, and they keep going because agriculture doesn't stop when the weather turns rough. In a few days, hopefully, we'll welcome spring, and with it, the hope of warmer days, greener fields, and new crops taking root. Mother Nature may make the rules, but agriculture keeps showing up to play. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
More than ever. For beef producers, every pound of gain pays. But flies steal those pounds, costing our industry more than $1 billion a year. A season-long fly control plan protects profit. Start early with MFA feed-through minerals. Add ear tags and reinforce fly control with pour-ons or sprays. Keep the flies off and the pounds on. Fly control isn't an expense, it's an investment. Let MFA help you build a fly control program before the season takes off. See us at mfa-inc.com.
At the Missouri Veterans Home,
we like to say anything that a veteran did prior to moving in here, we want to figure out how they can still do it.
We want to focus on making this feel like home.
They treat me just like family, and I do like it. I'm one of the smartest moves I've made.
Start your application now at mvc.dps.mo.gov. That's mvc.dps.mo.gov. A message from the Missouri Veterans Commission.
The foundation is set.
Missouri knocks off the #1 team in the nation.
The frame is built.
On the run, Mitchell for the flush, Missouri by 20.
And the gates,
the habits, the response to detail, the execution, all that stuff matters.
Are open.
Drives right baseline to the rim, jams it as he hangs and got fouled.
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
Cruz, here comes the three. Bang! He splashed it home.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Another sluggish start for direct cash cattle business, and cash hogs were not reported at midday. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity has been quiet this week. Bids have surfaced at $368 dressed in the north. Asking prices haven't been floated again today. Packer inquiry will likely improve as the day progresses, but significant trade volume could hold out until sometime on Friday, especially with the cattle on feed report. At the Huss Livestock Market in Nebraska, steers weighing less than 700 pounds and heifers weighing more than 550 pounds were $15 lower. Steers weighing more than 700 pounds sold unevenly steady. Replacement type heifers were steady. The USDA says demand was moderate to good from buyers in the crowd and online. Medium and large one feeder steers, 603 to 629 pounds, brought $437 to $455. Feeder steers, 858 to 898 pounds, brought $347 to $358.50. Medium and large one feeder heifer, 672 to 694 pounds, brought $353 to $373.40. Box beef was lower with light demand for moderate offerings. Choice down $1.33 at $400.42. Select was $2.49 lower at $393.68. Cash hog prices were not reported at midday due to confidentiality. There were just a handful of negotiated purchases. The cash hog market has had a solid start to the week as processors have been moving larger negotiated numbers. So the pullback isn't a big surprise. Demand remains a focal point for this market. Export sales from the USDA this week showed a jump, but numbers are still running below the prior week's averages. There is lingering uncertainty about the long-term strength of global demand for U.S. pork, and the domestic market continues to look for opportunities to capitalize on pork's competitive price in the retail space. The 5-day rolling average for barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct is 91.26. For the Iowa, Minnesota, and the Western Corn Belt, that's 92.44. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady in Dorchester, Wisconsin at $62 and higher in Red Oak, Iowa at $62. And pork values were weak at midday, down a nickel at 98.77. Loins were weak and butts were lower. Bellies, picnics, hams, and ribs were all higher. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
In a world flooded with information and misinformation, one thing matters more than ever: trust. For over 50 years, Brownfield Ag News has delivered verified, unbiased coverage you can count on the radio, online, and through social media. No spin, no agenda, just honest, dependable reporting for farmers, ranchers, and rural communities. Because when the stakes are high, the truth matters. Brownfield Ag News, verified and unbiased. Learn more at brownfieldagnews.com.
More than ever, for beef producers, every pound of gain pays, but flies steal those pounds, costing our industry more than $1 billion a year. A season-long fly control plan protects profit. Start early with MFA feed-through minerals. Add ear tags and reinforce fly control with pour-ons or sprays. Keep the flies off and the pounds on. Fly control isn't an expense, it's an investment. Let MFA help you build a fly control program before the season takes off. See us at mfa-inc.com.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 34 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today, be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Gary Morris Lay of Salem passed away Tuesday, March 3rd, at the age of 68 years. Funeral services for Gary Lay will be Friday at 12 noon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Gary Lay will also be on Friday from 10 in the morning till service time at noon. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery, and all arrangements for Gary Morris Lay of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Jessica Hawkins Ralston, age 48 of Salem, passed away Sunday, March 15th. Celebration of Life services for Jessica Ralston will be Friday at 7 p.m. at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Jessica Ralston will start at 5 Friday afternoon and continuing till 7 p.m. that night. Memorial contributions may be made to help with final expenses. Envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Jessica Hawkins Ralston of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Glenna Lynn Alice Parker Fuhrman, age 83 of Salem, passed away Tuesday, March 17th. Funeral services for Lynn Fuhrman will be Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Lynn Fuhrman will also be on Saturday from 11 in the morning till service time at 1 o'clock. Burial will be in the Liberty Cemetery in Bell, Missouri. And all arrangements for Glenna Lynn Alice Parker Fuhrman of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 34 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
This is St. Louis Blues analyst Joey Vitale. There is nothing more exhilarating than watching St. Louis Blues hockey in person. But if you can't make it to the game, you can catch all the action here on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO Radio in Salem, Missouri. Your radio home for St. Louis Blues hockey.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. A new provider will begin accepting patients starting April 1st at the Salem Memorial Hospital Family Medicine Clinic. Taylor Mueller, DNP, is a family nurse practitioner who earned her Doctor of Nursing Practice degree from the University of Missouri St. Louis in 2023. Mueller will be seeing patients ages 2 and up and offering services including routine checkups, wild child visits, well women exams, sports physicals, and joint injections. To schedule an appointment, call the clinic at 573-729-8000. The Dent County Health Center will hold its monthly meeting this evening at 5 o'clock at the Dent County Health Center Annex building at 1014 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in the conference room. Tentative agenda topics include a call to order, approval of February minutes, old business, including operations reports, administrators report, and financial reports. New business, including a position request, audit draft approval, and leasing part of the 1014 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard facility. This meeting is open to the public. The City of Salem will resume tree trimming and clearing around electric distribution lines beginning this week through the next several months. This work is part of the city's ongoing effort to maintain a safe and reliable electric system and is required by Missouri state statute. Trimming and clearing will take place in the area roughly south of 2nd Street and east of Hickory Street and north of Scenic Rivers Boulevard. A project map outlining the specific locations is available on the city's website by searching City Projects, or you may ask for a printout at the City Administrating Office located 400 North Iron Street. Crews will work as quickly and safely as possible to limit any inconvenience to residents. Note that the crew may drop limbs and branches on your property. Crew members will return to clean up the limbs within 2 to 3 days. Please give the crew this grace period before calling to ask for a cleanup to occur. For more information, contact the City of Salem's Utility Office at 573-729-4811. Back in November of 2025, a report was made to the Missouri Department of Conservation of a mature bull elk found shot dead and left to rot inside the wildlife refuge at the MDC Peck Ranch Conservation Area in Carter County. Over 4 months of the poaching investigation, conservation agents interviewed potential witnesses and received several anonymous calls and Operation Game Thief reports related to the incident. Agents commended Missouri community members for aiding in the investigation through submission of tips through the OGT hotline. The hotline allows people to report poaching and other possible violations of the Wildlife Code by calling 800-392-1111. Callers may remain anonymous and may be considered for a reward. The Denton County Health Center will be holding its first annual charity gala and awards dinner dedicated to celebrating community members and organizations who embody the mission of public health while raising funds to support disease prevention and community wellness initiatives across Denton County. Scheduled for April 24th, Salem Community Center at the Armory, the gala will bring together local leaders, businesses, health care partners, and residents for an evening focused on connection, recognition, and impact. Proceeds from the gala will directly support Denton County Health Center programs. Based on community input, a final list of nominees has been compiled for the awards, representing the very best in healthcare, public health, and community service. To vote, visit DentonCountyHealthCenter.org and search Final Voting. Winners will be honored and announced at the gala and awards banquet April 24th. All 7 Missouri Veterans Commission Missouri Veterans Homes have received the Customer Experience Award from Activated Insights for 2026. Qualifying for the Customer Experience Award from Activated Insights signifies the Missouri Veterans Homes have consistently ranked in the top 15% of care providers nationwide over the past 12 months. The Missouri Veterans Homes in St. James, Cameron, Cape Girardeau, Mexico, Mount Vernon, and Warrensburg have won this award for 7 consecutive years. 5 veteran homes received the Top 100 Customer Experience Award. Those were St. James, which ranked 30th, Mount Vernon was ranked 48th, Cameron ranked 64th, Mexico was ranked 74th, and Warrensburg was ranked 98th. This award is given to the top 5% of care and senior living organizations. Over 1,800 organizations participated in the Activated Insight surveys nationwide. For more information about the Missouri Veterans Commission programs, call 573-751-3779 or visit mvc.dps.mo.gov. Warmer weather usually means an increase in outside projects that may require digging or excavation work. If you're building a deck, planting a tree, or completing a large project, Missouri law requires anyone digging underground to notify Missouri 811. Always remember to place your locate request at least 3 working days before you dig. State and federal holidays are not considered a working day. Call 811 or place a locate request online at www.missouri-811.org before any excavation begins. The call will be taken by the Missouri 811 call center, which then notifies all relevant utilities in the project area. Once Missouri 811 is notified, utility companies will mark the approximate location of their underground lines, request additional information, or advise you that they do not have facilities at the excavation site. Hitting an underground line can cause serious injury, it could disrupt service to you and other customers, and it could potentially result in fines and repair costs. Contact Missouri 811 or 811 or go online at www.missouri-811.org to place a locate request before starting to dig, so underground utility lines can be marked. If you'd like more information, please go to Missouri 811 at www.missouri-811.org. The non-Newlywed Game Show will be held the evening of Friday, April 3rd at the Salem Community Center at the Armory. Doors will open at 5:30 and the game starts at 6:30. This event is sure to be the night of laughter as local couples compete to see how well they really know each other in the non-Newlywed Game Show. This year's couples are Brian and Candy Mink, Wes and Kendra Mowbray, Jake and Marissa Conway, and Shane and Leanne Payne. Tickets are $25 and are available at the Salem Community Center at the Armory. And if you'd like more information or if you have questions, call 573-729-8163. Denton County Health Center's Community Transportation Service, called CareCab, is here to help you get where you need to go safely and reliable. Whether it's a trip to the grocery store, a local event, a job interview, or a visit with a friend, CareCab makes it easy for you to stay connected and independent. CareCab is a local ride service for Dent County residents who need dependable transportation, designed for residents without reliable transportation, older adults and caregivers, students, job seekers, and community members, and anyone in Dent County who needs a convenient way to get around. To book a ride with CareCab, visit dentcountyhealthcenter.org/services/CareCab or call 573-729-3106. Riders must be able to get in and out of the vehicle independently or with minimal assistance, such as using a cane or a walker. If you need wheelchair, accessible transportation, or assistance with mobility, you're encouraged to contact SMDS for specialized services. Join America 250 in celebrating our heritage at Let Freedom Ring in Salem, Dent County, during a fireside chat with Terry Cunningham about the timber industry in Carter, Dent, Reynolds, Ripley, Shannon, and Texas counties. The chat will be Saturday morning, March 21st at 10 o'clock at the James Family Center across the street from James and Gar Mortuary. Cunningham spent his career in the forest after serving as a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army and ROTC at the University of Missouri, where he earned a B.S. degree in forestry. He was hired in 1972 by Leo A. Dreyer, owner of Pioneer Forest, and Cunningham retired after 41 years. Dreyer was a St. Louis businessman who purchased Pioneer Forest lands from National Distillers in 1954. Terry made himself a Bible from United States Geological Survey, also referred to as USGS, green maps in order to know exactly where each piece of property was and what the details were of those properties owned by Leo Dreyer. Since retiring, Cunningham's avocation has become music and musical instruments. He's a member of the Current River Bluegrass Band that plays in Timber on the 2nd and 4th Tuesday nights, and in Salem at the Nutrition Site on the 1st and 3rd Tuesday nights at 6, and at special events. Cunningham also teaches adult Sunday school at the First Baptist Church and keeps the Holy Bible beside his side, like he did with the green USGS Bible. He is married to Martha Cunningham, who retired as the art teacher from Bunker Public Schools. Cunningham plans to discuss the wood industry in the Ozarks, including the large white oak that the distillers need, Dry's purchase of National Distillery lands, Dry's purposes for Pioneer Forest, and the purposes of the LAD Foundation, plus the lead mining land, cultural sites like old homesteads, cemeteries, schools, and old sawmill sites. For more information, call Dolores Gray Wood, Dent County Historical Society President, at 573-729-1496. Explore the newly launched interactive city project map provided by the City of Salem, found on salemo.com by clicking City and searching for the Plans and Projects page. Through the interactive map, residents are able to see where infrastructure projects like water system upgrades and street improvements are happening across town. As projects move forward, the map will be updated with additional details. The web page also features ongoing or planned projects like the Active Transportation Plan, Downtown Project, and the lead service line inventory, among other projects. Did you ever wonder if there was a recall on a piece of equipment you own or on a food product that you may have purchased? The United States Consumer Product Safety Commission allows you to sign up and receive emails or text on product recalls, safety education, and more. It is absolutely free. Information can be sent to you on product safety education, product recalls, business and manufacturing, laws, regulations and proceedings, and injury research and technical reports. The site also allows you to report on unsafe products you may have encountered and more. Keep yourself up to date and sign up at www.cpsc.gov. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus has degree plans that are affordable and designed to fit your busy lifestyle. SBU is now offering degrees in emergency medical technology, health sciences, and many more. SBU Salem campus is a Christ-centered, caring academic community preparing students to be servant leaders in a global society. Contact us at 573-729-7071 to change your future today.
Do you know who some of the most avid readers of Cardinals Magazine are? It's Cardinal alumni. Our former players tell me time and again that Cardinals Magazine is one of their favorite ways to stay connected to the birds on the bat.
And you know, Ricky, I've heard the same thing. They feel like they're still coming to the ballpark each day when they're enjoying the impressive lineup of feature stories in every issue of Cardinals Magazine.
Cardinals Magazine helps you really get to know the current players, not only their stories in uniform, but who they are off the field and how they got to where they are.
And it doesn't stop with the stories on current players. No one does a better job giving fans a truer picture of everything happening on the field, inside the ballpark, and all over Cardinals Nation. Even stories on our Cardinals alumni.
Join our former players who enjoy the classic coverage of Cardinals Magazine. Subscribe for yourself and your favorite fan at cardinals.com/magazine or 314-345-9000.
Cardinals Magazine. It's all here.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports and being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. According to the Salem Arty Athletics Facebook page, high school senior Addison Fulton will continue her volleyball career at Friends University in Wichita, Kansas. She signed her commitment papers during a recent event at the Salem High School. Congratulations, Addison, and good luck joining the Falcons. The Missouri basketball Tigers are going to St. Louis tomorrow to begin their NCAA tournament campaign against the Miami Hurricanes. You can listen to this game live on KSMO Radio with a scheduled tip-off time of 9:10 at night. Pre-game coverage will begin at 8:30. Should the Tigers move on, they'll play the winner of the Purdue and Queens matchup on a date and time yet to be determined. The St. Louis Blues are on a 2-game road trip that kicked off last night against the Calgary Flames. In a night that saw 3 would-be Calgary goals negated by coaches' challenges, the Blues and Flames needed a shootout to declare a winner. During the shootout, a pair of goals from the Flames sealed the Blues' defeat with a final score of 2-1. The Blues will be in Vancouver Saturday to face the Canucks before returning home on Tuesday to face the Capitals. And that's been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as courtesy of KSMO. Stay right here for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports and Bill Pollock, it's tournament time, and the Missouri State Lady Bears moving on after an 85-75 win over Stephen F. Austin in the first 4. The Lady Bears getting a huge night from their star Cayman Beckemeyer from Republic. 22 points and 13 rebounds. Lainey Douglas added a double-double on her own. Missouri State took control in this one with a 13-0 run in the third quarter. And for Missouri State, it's their 20th NCAA tournament win in program history. And now a big challenge awaits the top-seeded Texas Longhorns on Friday. The Mizzou women are in the WBIT. They'll play at Seton Hall tonight. The St. Louis Billikens face Georgia at 8:45. SLU and Georgia, 2 of the highest tempo teams in the country. 169.5. That's the highest over-under of first-round games in the tournament. SLU has been scrapping at practice. Deion Brown got elbowed by a teammate, 13 stitches under his eye. He'll be in the game. The St. Louis Blues saw their win streak against the Calgary Flames snapped, a 2-1 shootout loss. Dylan Holloway scored the lone goal. Joel Hofer made 31 saves. Calgary had 3 goals overturned earlier in the game. The Blues had won their previous 8 against Calgary. The Blues are at Vancouver Saturday night. With a good chunk of the Royals roster gone for the World Baseball Classic, the team has struggled. They dropped to 8-16 after a 12-3 loss to the Rangers. Royals roster is pretty much set. They've got 1 spot open in the bullpen and a couple of bench spots this final week of spring training. The Royals are hoping to just get into the season healthy. Their season starts next Friday. And the Cardinals, a 4-1 win over the Astros. Matthew Liberatore named the opening day starter a week from today at Busch Stadium when the Cardinals face the Rays. Liberatore was a first-round draft pick of Tampa Bay in 2018. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
When we learn the power of hope, recovery is possible. Find out how at startwithhope.com. Brought to you by the National Council for Mental Wellbeing, Shatterproof, and the Ad Council.
Tell your friends about us.
The best radio station I ever heard in my entire life.
KSMO.
Here at KSMO Radio, it is now time for news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned. I'll be back in about 5 minutes with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
With News on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffith. Missouri's coordinated crackdown on unregulated gambling machines has arrived, with the Attorney General taking aim at a Greene County convenience store. Catherine Hanaway has filed criminal charges and a lawsuit against Briarwood One Stop in Brookline and its managing officer, accusing them of having 12 unlicensed machines.
To the stores that have these machines in them, no matter what you've been told by the vendors trying to place these machines in your stores, they're illegal.
Missouri voters in most counties could soon decide how high their property taxes can go. Matt Pilger reports.
Voters in 97 of Missouri's 114 counties will decide April 7th whether to approve Senate Bill 3, which could cap future property tax increases statewide. Supporters say it protects homeowners, while critics warn it could impact funding for Missouri schools and local services.
And a proposed public vote on an AI data center project in Joplin will not appear on the ballot after a Missouri petition effort failed. This is Missouri Net.
At the Missouri Veterans Home,
we care for veterans that need all levels of care.
They're our family. I mean, they really are.
It is clean, and if you got something on your mind, they've got somebody to talk to.
You deserve to be taken care of.
Start your application now at mvc.dps.mo.gov. That's mvc.dps.mo.gov. A message from the Missouri Veterans Commission.
Do you have a black vulture issue on your farm? Apply for a depredation permit through the Missouri Farm Bureau today. It's free, quick, and easy. Simply call Missouri Farm Bureau at 573-893-1417 or send an email to blackvultures@mofb.org. That's blackvultures@mofb.org. Farm Bureau will send you a permit application to fill in and sign, and you'll be able to reduce black vulture threats in no time. For more information, visit agriculture.mo.gov.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that latest KSMO weather forecast. Will be sunny today with a high temperature near 77 degrees. Winds will be southerly around 6 miles per hour. We expect mostly clear skies tonight, low around 49 with a light southerly wind. Then tomorrow, sunny again with a high temperature near 84 degrees. Winds will be out of the west tomorrow, 3 to 8 miles per hour. Tomorrow night will be mostly clear with a low around 52 degrees with a light westerly wind. Then Saturday will be sunny again with a high temperature near 85. Northwesterly winds on Saturday will be 3 to 6 miles per hour. We expect clear skies Saturday night with a low around 57 degrees. Then Sunday will be sunny for the fourth day in a row with a high temperature near 88 degrees. Will be partly cloudy, Sunday night with a low around 40 degrees. Then Monday should be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 59. Monday night will be partly cloudy, and we're going to cool down a bit to a low temperature around 35. Then Tuesday will be partly sunny with a high temperature near 63. Tuesday night should be mostly cloudy with a low around 40 degrees, and Wednesday will be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 74 degrees.
KSMO Salem